Are you on a weight loss journey and you figured out how to balance your meals to get results, but quite frankly, the snacks that you're having in between meals are slowing down your results? Or maybe you're having a hard time getting in the nutrients that you know you need in your main meals because you're munching so much in between meals that you don't have the appetite to eat what you need when it's mealtime. No matter what your reason, if you desire to minimize or eliminate your snacking between meals as you work towards sustainable weight loss, you're in the right place because that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Concita Thomas. I'm a food and fitness strategist, and I help women over 40 lose 30 plus pounds and keep it off without diets or excessive exercise. And a big part of that is getting our food right, but not just our meals, our snacks as well. So let's dive into ways that you can either snack less or stop snacking between meals on your weight loss journey. We're going to jump right in with number one because I find that this is the biggest culprit behind undesired snacking in many of the women that I speak to. And that first one is make sure that your meals are filling. Listen, I know that the fitness industry has done us all a huge disservice because for decades we've seen pictures of like tiny little meals, and we've gone to restaurants and we've seen like the dieter's menu, and it's literally like cottage cheese, lettuce, tomato, like these tiny meals. But the fact of the matter is, this is 2023 at the time of this recording, and we aren't doing that anymore. That is the 1980s. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that when you eat a meal, you actually are no longer hungry. It is really hard to reduce your snacking, eliminate your snacking, or even be a little bit discriminate about what you are snacking on when you are legitimately hungry. So the first step to getting your snacking under control is to make sure that your meals are actually filling. As a matter of fact, if you don't know how to build filling meals that will still help you get the results that you want, I have a free resource. It's called the Fingerfriendly Meal Checklist. I'll have it linked below. Go ahead and download that so that you at least know what a filling meal should look like. And as a matter of fact, I also even did a video that will be here somewhere about how to lose weight without being hungry all the time. That one is also worth checking out. All right, number two, it's kind of a continuation of the theme of number one, is avoid those lean and green meals. Again, I feel like I could retitle this video like dispelling like diet fads of the 80s and 90s and maybe even early 2000s. But what I mean by that is for a long time, we've been encouraged to eat things like tilapia and green beans, chicken breast and broccoli, just a burger patty and some just salad greens, if we wanted to lose weight, because the thought was, what your body really needs is protein, and it needs vegetables, and everything else is just kind of extra, and eat that sparingly or not at all. But the truth of the matter is that many times when we are having a hard time controlling our snacking, it's not just because our meals are not filling. It's not just because we're hungry. It's often because we're not satisfied. So if you have ever, sat down to the table and eaten one of those lean and green meals, you'll know what I'm talking about. You get up from the table and your belly full. So the issue isn't that you're hungry, but you literally feel like, I just need something. I just need a little something. Like if you have found yourself just needing a little something, then that's what I mean. That's the effect or the lack of satisfaction that those lean and green meals will leave you with. And again, that is what is driving you to the pantry. That's why you're playing peekaboo with the pantry. So instead of doing that, make sure that you're including, some starch or some fat with your meals so that you're not only full, but that you're also satisfied. Okay, number three, I got a little bit ahead of myself. Number three is make sure that you're adding carbs or fats or a little bit of both to each of your meals. So I call these the satisfaction factor of any meal. So again, while the protein and greens are the fullness factors, those are the elements of the meal that will make you feel full, feel like you are no longer hungry. It is the starch and the fat that will make you satisfied and eliminate that I just need a little something feeling after you've eaten. All right, I've got more where that came from, but I'm curious, what have you tried or been successful with when it comes to getting your snacking under control? Just drop it in the comments. That way we can all learn from each other. All right, number 4, and this is one of my favorites, and shameless plug, if you have my book, you already know that I leverage the heck out of this. And this is use spices and sauces to add interest to your meals. Again, many times, like, the snacking is not an issue of hunger. Sometimes it is, but let's assume that we've got that under control. I often heard women say that, like, oh my goodness, I know I shouldn't snack so much, but oh my goodness, it just tastes good. And so the thing that I hear as a coach, because I'm always hearing as a coach, is, okay, so your meals don't. And oftentimes when we're on this journey and we're trying to lose weight and we're trying to get a result or, make that result happen, we will exist on, less than delicious meals, just feeding ourselves, doing what we got to do to get just enough calories in. And even sometimes we may be including starch or fat, but the meals are bland. They have no interest when it comes to taste. So no wonder why, the Cheetos or the chocolate or whatever is calling our name, because the thing about most snacks is that they are definitely delicious. They have a really great taste profile. And so if we're neglecting to make our meals taste at least just as good, then no wonder we find it hard to resist the allure of the snack cabinet. Okay, so my 5th and final tip about when it comes to getting your snacking under control is to optimize your meal timing and your meal frequency. Now, hold on. I know you may be thinking, Concito, we keep things simple around here. We are not about all that nutrient timing life. I thought that was what we didn't do on this channel. You are correct. And at the same time, everyone's needs are different. So you're going to want to look at, maybe you're someone that does really well with 3 square meals, or maybe you're someone that does well with 3 square meals and a snack, or maybe you're someone who maybe needs 3 meals and 2 snacks. So you want to look at your lifestyle, you want to look at your energy output, you want to look at when you're getting hungry, and then you want to time your meals accordingly so that when you're hungry, you have a meal coming, you're able to eat a meal, and you're not eating, fistfuls of, cashews or almonds or pistachios or chips simply because it's actually time to eat. I ask myself first, when's the last time you've eaten? Are you actually hungry? And here's a pro tip. Didn't even mean to say this, didn't plan to say this, but also making sure that you're eating a meal when you're hungry and not just snacking when you're hungry and really need a meal is one of the strategies that I use to avoid overdoing it on snacks. It's really hard to have just a few pretzels or just, a few cheese curls when you're indeed hungry and you need a meal. So you want to make sure that you optimize your meal timing and your meal frequency for your lifestyle so that you're able to eliminate, reduce, or at least be intentional about the types and amounts of snacks that you're eating. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so that you're notified when I publish other videos. Also, if you want to hear more about my thoughts, interact with me more frequently than I post here on YouTube, you can go ahead and follow me over on Instagram. I'm active there daily. And then finally, if you're like, I just really want to hear more about how you think about these types of things, head over to my podcast. I have over 100 episodes there. All of that is linked below in the description. And if you're looking for more direct support, coaching, accountability, I have the links to my coaching programs linked down below. You can go ahead and check those out too and see if there may be a fit for you there. That's all I have today, friend. Until next time, stay fierce.